Hey lovelies, so welcome to another video. I'm coming in and I'm going to make some little creepy fingers coming out of a scratch. So coming in, I've put one big bead because I'm going to create each side of the slash. So, and then as it's hardening, push it out so you've got like a nice 3D dimension. So when you put your black in and you're working those little fingers, it's going to look like it's actually coming out of like a big gash. And then with the other side, again, big bead, not that big obviously because I wiped them away. Push it up towards and then blend it out. I mean, I suppose the thing with this spooky season is your nails when you're doing 3D doesn't have to be perfect because you're trying to make them look as ugly as possible. So, but obviously the more you blend out, the more neater it looks. So then I'm pushing it up and then pushing it out. So again, you want to get like a nice dimension with looking like it's got a gaping hole. And obviously as it's hardening, it'll start staying in place and you'll be able to maneuver that acrylic up and out and yeah, into place. And then with the slit, you want to just fill it in with a bit of red, a bit of black, make it look dirty but at the same time bloody, and then go round using the excess on your brush and just make it look all sore and nasty. And then coming in with some little tiny beads. Before you put the beads on though, let it sit on your brush for a few seconds, then obviously dab your brush on some tissue before you put it on, because what you don't want to happen with this part is for your bead to just completely bleed all over the place. So you want to have that bead so it's a little bit hardened before you put it on there. And the same with this one. So obviously trying to create little fingers. Just pat and press it into place. And do a little bit at the end so that it kind of looks like a nail, but and then the next one, again, as you can see, it's a bit of a pain when you've waited for that bead to harden a little bit. Obviously you do have to play with it to try and get it off your brush, but it's so much better because again you want it to have the dimension. You don't want that bead bleeding into your groove, well, into your slit that you've made, and for it not to look like a finger. So you want it a little bit more hardened than what you would normally work with. Obviously the second bead not as hard because you want to be able to blend that in, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I'm not sure, but you know, hopefully you'll get it from just watching me. And then obviously push it into shape. Blend it into the other bead. Again, you don't want no grooves and that lot, so you can see with this bead I did it wetter, and this is what you don't want because then you're having to play with it more. And then your second bead, So as you can see, as you if you tap the previous bit of acrylic and you make that bit wet, your acrylic bead will just slide on there and pretty much do the work itself, so it will blend in, and then you don't get any of them little jaggedy bits and the lines that you would normally get if you don't blend it in. And then another little finger. I mean, doing little things like this is great practice because it helps you like work with your beads and start getting a bit more knowledge with your beads. But I mean, personally, I probably wouldn't wear this on my finger, but when it comes to competitions and stuff like that and really pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, little things like this are perfect to have a go at. Because obviously if you struggle with 3D, like even just 3D flowers, the more you play with like more intricate stuff like this, obviously 3D flowers become a breeze then, because you're so used to working with beads and how wet you need a bead or how dry you need a bead. And so yeah, now I'm just going to come in with some more red and a bit of black just to give it a bit of dimension. Oh no, I'm actually coming in. That's a lie. I'm actually coming in with extra little beads to make the knuckles first. These little beads you want quite wet. Now I'm coming in with some black. As you can see, as soon as you put that black in, it completely transforms, like it looks more 3D. And you only want little tiny bits of it on your brush, because you don't want to add to that 3D, you just want to paint it. And as you can see, I'm just using the excess on my brush just to put over, just to make those hands look super dirty. And it's just a case of painting rather than adding to the 3D. I'm just going to go around it, make it super dirty. And I'm coming in with some red. And again, put it into your slit and then use the excess to wipe over your actual acrylic nail. Make it look all sore and gruesome. And then I'm just going to come in and paint some black fingernails. I thought black would show up more, so. And then to finish it off, just some blood splats. Using an ombre brush. I mean, you can use any kind of brush, but Just find that this gives a really nice effect. And that's pretty much it, guys. So if you recreate, obviously pop it on Instagram, tag me, I'll give it a reshare. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button so you get notified for my next video. Pop me a comment in the comment section if you enjoyed it, or if you want to see something. Give me some ideas. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.